Hi, I'm Craig Terblanche. This framework and the diagnostic behind it solve a specific set of problems that boards actually carry, not abstract governance hygiene. 1. Personal accountability exposure for directors, under King 4 and now King 5. Principle 10, the governing body itself is accountable for technology and AI oversight. If AI goes wrong and a director can't point to what they actually reviewed and approved, that's not a management problem anymore, it's a governance failure attributable to the board. The 7-stage test gives directors something concrete they can point to rather than a policy they signed off on without reading. 2, the we don't know what we don't know blind spot. Most boards genuinely cannot list every AI tool in use across their business. Stage 4, AI inventory. That's not a minor gap. It means the board is being asked to govern something it cannot see. This surfaces that blind spot before a regulator, auditor, or incident does it for them. 3. False assurance. This is the core problem the whole framework targets. Boards are currently being handed governance artifacts, policies, committees, slides that create the feeling of control without the substance of it. That's dangerous specifically because it suppresses the follow-up questions a board would otherwise ask. The theatre strategy contrast is designed to strip away that false comfort. 4. No accountable owner when something breaks. AI oversight as a value statement doesn't tell you who picks up the phone when a model produces a harmful or biased outcome. The named human owner test converts vague oversight into a specific person with specific authority, which is what actually holds up under scrutiny, litigation, or regulatory review. Fragmented, bolted-on governance. When AI risk sits in its own siloed committee, disconnected from procurement, legal, and HR, stage 6, the board ends up with governance that doesn't talk to the rest of the enterprise's risk controls, which is both a coverage gap and a duplication of effort. 6. No defensible audit trail. A once-off audit before the board pack, stage 7, leaves nothing to point to if questioned about the 12 months in between. Continuous assurance turns this into an ongoing record, which is what actual why protects the board if there's ever an inquiry. 7. Inability to benchmark posture against a standard. Boards often have no reference point for how governed are we really, mapping the 7 stages to King 4/5. Principle 10 and ISO 42001 gives them an external defensible standard to measure against, rather than relying on internal self-assessment. In short, the problem isn't that boards lack AI policies. Most now have them. The problem is boards can't currently tell the difference between governance that would hold up under real scrutiny and governance that only looks good in a board pack. That's the specific gap this closes.